Hey, it's time for a new LegitRabbi life story. Yeah.
So what's up, everybody? It's LegitRabbi. I do bar mitzvahs for 1,600 Microsoft points, and I gotta tell you another story today that is very embarrassing, kind of embarrassing to the children of America, really, in any pickup sports game you could play, not professionally. Well, I guess that's what pickup means. But anyway, let's start from the beginning. I work at this summer camp over the summer. Obviously, it's over the summer. No, you know what? I work at this summer camp over the winter. Yeah, that makes sense. And I work there with a few of my friends. So one day, my friend asked me, "Hey, why don't you come out to this field by the camp? Me and a few other guys get together, I think once or twice a week, and we play pickup football." And I was like, "All right, that sounds cool." So I said yes. And I thought it was going to be this whole elaborate football game with coaches and kids that were going to be try hard, go play in college and the NFL. But it was not. First of all, every kid there, including myself, looked completely unathletic. I mean, I'm unathletic, but at least I can run. Like, a lot of these kids resembled milk trucks. Okay, I don't even know why they showed up. And it was at this piece of shit field where it looked, if you think you live by a park where the grass has not been landscaped or maintained in years, you're wrong. You should have came and see this field. The grass was literally up to my nipples. I mean, it was like a frickin' corn maze. The grass literally looked like Sarah Jessica Parker's. So this, I mean, it was ridiculous. So like I said, we get started, and it was flag football. Now, like I said, I'm not judging. I wouldn't want to be hit by some of these kids either, but it was flag football, which I wasn't expecting, but that's all fine and dandy. There were about 30 kids, 5 girls, so we just split up 15 versus 15. Everyone took a random position. And the very first drive, we have the ball. The kid who's playing quarterback, we shall call him Peyton Manning, because he plays a very important role in the story. He bombs a Hail Mary all the way down the field, and it's incomplete. So can you guess what happens next? Yes, there's always gotta be that kid who thinks he's all hot hands, all-star wide receiver. We shall call him Chad Ochocinco. So he has to start a scene, right? Because he didn't get the ball, and he needs to have the ball. So he goes over to Peyton Manning, and he's like, "Dude, why didn't you pass it to me? I was open." And Peyton Manning was like, "Well, so was Johnny Appleseed down at 80 yards away." And he's like, "Oh, pass it to me next time, idiot." And so, me being the knowledge man I am of football, I had to get in there. So I'm like, "Listen, kids, that's fine if you want to pass it to Mr. Ocho Cinco, but you have to have other options. If you just set yourself to pass it to him, what if he's triple teamed? You need to pass it to someone else." So Peyton Manning was like, "Fine, okay." So the next play, they triple team, and it's picked off. And it's intercepted, and they run it back for a touchdown. And then he's like to Peyton Manning, "Oh, why'd you pass it to me that time? There were 3 guys on me." And then they just start arguing about how, "Oh, he was open. No, he wasn't open." And it's just like facepalm. We're sitting here playing in these pube hairs of a field. I just want to go to Friendlies, because there was a Friendlies right across the street. And I was just ready for some chocolate ice cream. But no, I had to wait and play the entire game. And it only gets worse from here. Now that these two pros are arguing, like I said, they just returned it for a touchdown. So once again, it's our ball. So it's their turn to kick off to us. So the other team has to choose one of the 15 kids. Let me mute my sound, sorry. One of the 15 kids has to be chosen to be kicker. So this one kid has the most convincing story. Apparently, his mother's dog's uncle's son's gynecologist's brother is the kicker for the New England Patriots. So, he must have natural ability to kick a ball. It must be in his blood. So, they choose him to be kicker. And he punts the ball. He doesn't really kick it, he punts it. And it goes maybe 5 feet forward and 30 yards to the left. Way into the woods. You're not even getting it. There are prickers and everything. Way off into the woods. So, at this point, luckily they had a second ball. So they were just like, "Jerry, please throw the ball, okay? You obviously can't kick." So he throws the ball, and it comes right to me. So I catch it, my bear hug, and I just start booking it down the sideline like the skinny white kid I am. And I'm passing people left and right, like a hurricane. And then all of a sudden, it's just me and one other kid between me and the end zone. And this kid is like 300 pounds. and he's gonna, like, physically rape me. He's gonna completely squish me, and I don't want to die. And then out of nowhere, just comes and completely lays this kid out on the ground like he's a teddy bear. Just completely decks him. The best block I have ever seen from a kid. And I just go right to the end zone. And it was like epic. Like, I felt the adrenaline pumping, and I was like, yes, I'm a real athlete now. So then I'm going back to celebrate with my team and give him a chest bump. And then the one idiotic kid from the other team has to go, well, you stepped out of bounds. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And he insists that I stepped out of bounds. So then both teams come together, and it's like a brawl, but obviously no one's going to really fist fight. They're all just like, yeah, well, he stepped out of bounds. Oh, no, he didn't. And everyone on my team goes, oh, no, he was in. It was a touchdown. And everyone on their team's like, no. Because you guys know, when you're fighting for a team, it doesn't matter about the truth. It's just whatever benefits you. It's kind of like, is it really a flag? No, it's a penalty because you're the team that wants the benefit, obviously. So I'm ready to get out of here, and I just tell my friend I'm going to friendlies, and he says just give it one more drive. So, okay. So on the very last drive, I go to pull this kid's flag off, because remember, it's flag football, and he says that I grabbed his shirt. And then right after this, like, these two kids started actually fist fighting, and then all the teams come together in a brawl again, and it was just ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how it worked out the last 10 weeks, because that's all it was. This is the typical football game. You've probably played something like this, but if you were there, you would have known how bad it was. How there's always one kid that has to be the all-star, always one kid that thinks he can kick the ball, but he just kicks it into the woods. It's just a mess. So I went to friendlies, and I walked down the street. I forgot to take my flag belt off, so I was walking down the street with the flag football belts around my waist. But that's not relevant. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.